Hello viewers, what's up guys? My name is Agri and welcome to this video review guys. I want to review a company and one of their phones. The company is called HOTWAV. It's a Chinese company. The phone is called Cosmos V9. It's made in China, as you can see. And here is the phone. So first of all guys, I would like to apologize for the fact that I did this review quite too late guys. The device is not working right now. I bought it last year at a time like this, so it's bare, it's not even finished 1 year and it's already dead guys, so I'm very sorry for that. But regardless, I'll still go ahead and talk about the device because I'm pretty sure this will be helpful to so many people out there who are considering buying these companies from sorry guys, who are considering buying phones from this company right here called HOTWAV. So let's get into it guys. First of all, let me say that the reason why this device is dead is the battery guys. The battery just got weak and weaker and weaker and reached a point where it was no longer charging, so, and then reached a point where it can no longer switch on. So it's the battery guys, and it's not due to my carelessness, it's just a bad device. So let's get into it. First of all, you can see at the back of the box, let me show you the front of the box. That's the front of the box. You can see it supports 4G, they say. The box looks kind of good, looks good. Yep. So let's go to the back. That's where the specifications are outlined. So I want to talk about the battery guys. That's the very first thing you notice when you buy this phone and you start using it guys. As you can see here at the back, it says that it has a 3500 milliamp hour high capacity high voltage battery, but that's a lie. And again I say that I wish I could switch on the device so that I could show it to you guys. But believe me, there are so many applications on Google Play which you can use to test the real voltage of your device. The battery, after running some tests with 2 or 3 apps, one of the apps I can tell you is the battery calibrator. It's free on Google Play. I realized that it only has 1000 milliamp hour battery guys. So that's like 2500 milliamp hour less than what it claims here. So note that guys. And another thing with the battery, it takes longer to charge than to discharge. What that means is that you could charge it for like 6 hours and only get to use it for like 3 or 2 hours, and that's when it's new. When it gets to like some months old, the usage time also goes down significantly. And another thing is that the phone drains the battery even when it's on standby mode, like overnight. You could wake up in the morning and you're like, is this my phone? Was somebody using it overnight? But no, it's your phone and it has a bad battery guys. So you will have to, you gotta deal with it with time. Another thing I want to talk about guys, is the RAM. I believe you can see. Can you see the RAM guys? It says that it's 1.3 gigahertz octa-core processor. That's another lie guys. Very blatant lie guys. The guts of this company called HOTWAV. After running some checks, you can use apps like CPU-Z and Antutu benchmark guys. Those RAMs access the hardware of your device and they give you the real specifications. The processor is just octa-core. It's just quad-core guys. Octa means 8, right? But you can only see 4 cores, so that's just a quad-core. And it doesn't clock at 1.3 gigahertz like they say. It's more like 900 900 mHz to like 1000 maximum, 1000, yeah, or 1 gigahertz, you know. Yeah, you know, all that techie stuff. Just know that it doesn't clock at 1.3. It's less than that. Another thing I want to talk about is the ROM. They say right there that it's a 32 GB ROM, but on checking the internal storage, guys, it's nowhere near 32 GB. It's not. So beware of that too. And like I said, those apps can tell you all that information, you know, in one. They have all that information in one. So another thing I want to talk about is the cameras. Yeah, well, at least the camera is 13 megapixel like they say, but I don't know about the aperture size. But I don't think the aperture size is great, especially the front camera. You know, they are both poor in low light conditions, but they are good in, you know, when there is enough light, like outdoors. They are very good cameras, especially the back camera. You know, I still think the front camera is less satisfactory, guys. Another thing I want to talk about with this phone is that the screen, guys. The screen is you can see, can you see? They say that it's 1280 by 720 HD. Well, I decided to play some videos, you know, some 720 HD videos. No, yeah, that's HD, that's not full HD. Yeah, that's, so I decided to play some HD videos on YouTube, and the device could not handle. I decided to play them offline with just a with VLC. The device could not handle playing those videos, guys. This is you can see right there, that's the screen. You will think that the black part is the entire screen, but no. Still, after switching it on, there are still some black bezels. You know, there are still some black bezels, so the screen is even much more smaller. The display part is much smaller. So basically the screen is not HD. It can barely play an HD video online or offline. You know, it stutters, it glitches, it lags, and it finally even hangs. So that's another lie. Another thing I want to talk about, guys, before I call it quits is before I call it a wrap. Yeah, anyway, by the way, English is not my mother language, you know. I wish I could do it in Swahili, but I know I might be able to help some people who probably don't also who don't speak Swahili, so I'll stick to English for now. The call quality, guys, the speaker and the call quality. As you can see here, that's the speaker. That's the bottom of the phone. That's the speaker, and it's a bad speaker. The speaker is inconsistent. The sound, especially when you are playing music, it could go from high to low to high again without you adjusting the volume or even touching it. So the speaker is inconsistent, it's squeaky, it's not clear. Yeah, it's a bad speaker, guys. And another thing is the call quality. The call quality, especially, and the reception. The call quality is not good. You can barely, you know, sometimes it's not consistent. And the reception, guys, especially indoors, is the worst. It has poor reception, especially indoors. The bars, you know, it barely has 2 bars, you know, when you check the network reception at the top. So you should note that too. What else do I want to speak about? The VoLTE, yeah, VoLTE, that's voice over LTE. It does not have VoLTE. The fingerprint sensor at the back of the phone. Let me talk about the fingerprint sensor, guys. By the way, the back is metallic with plastic at the top and bottom. I believe to improve the reception, which it fails no, it fails. So the fingerprint sensor, it's not the best. In fact, it's not good at all. It lags, it's slow to respond, and sometimes it becomes totally unresponsive, like the phone hangs. The phone hangs while trying to unlock. So guys, it's embarrassing. I've been in situations where the fingerprint embarrasses me by, not being able to unlock the phone. So it's the worst phone, guys. It's the worst phone. The company, as you can see, they use a falsehood to market their devices. So beware of this company, HOTWAV. It's a Chinese company. Another thing I want to talk about, and you can see it if you're looking at this phone, you can see it. The phone has no branding at all. If you look at the phone, you cannot be able to tell which company made the phone. You cannot be able to tell whatsoever, So guys, beware of that. It's like HOTWAV, no, they make mediocre devices. So that's why they don't want to brand their devices. Otherwise, why would a company which is proud of their mobile phones, why would it not label them, like Samsung do, like Huawei do, and all the other, devices out there? That means this company, straight off the bat, they know that they make mediocre devices. So they don't want to be linked, especially now that this phone is dead. It's very hard to prove it somebody that which brand it is. It's very hard to tell somebody which brand this is, because they be like, HOTWAV, show me where it says HOTWAV. So the company is very shady. It's a very shady company. Another thing I want to talk about, I believe I've almost exhausted I've exhausted what I wanted to talk about. So first of all, I want to apologize, guys. I'm not a professional YouTuber, so that's why the video is kind of low quality. I'm actually recording it on my mobile device. Yeah, so apologies for that. Maybe my next video will be better, and more professional. Yeah, so I want to tell you that when you buy a device, guys, especially if you are watching this video, then I believe you are smart. You are a very smart person, and you're watching it so that you can make a good decision making on whether or not to buy the device. Or maybe you already own the device and you're wondering, why is it that and I'm saying that it's not this particular device called Cosmos. No, the phones from this company generally are bad, guys. I've seen people who own these phones, different variants, different models, same company, and they are all complaining of the same things. The phones are laggy, the phones are hang, the phones are slow to respond, the phones are just buggy. They are regretting, basically. They are regretting buying these phones. So that's why I made this video to warn those who are thinking of buying these phones, guys. Stay away from HOTWAV phones. Stay away, please. I know some of you, when you make a decision, it's hard to change your mind. But once bitten, twice shy. So if you want to go ahead and buy just because maybe you saw an advertisement, or maybe you saw the design of the phone, so you think it's a good phone, go ahead, guys, and I guarantee you'll regret a few months, even on the first day, guys. I guarantee you will regret buying buying those phones from this company. So basically what I want to say that maybe I'll mention the apps that I use. There are several apps that can give you the benchmarking, that can tell you the real hardware specifications of your phone. One of them is CPU-Z, and another one is Antutu benchmarking software. Another one is battery calibrator. There are several of them, guys. Use those apps. Don't rely on the settings about phone. No, guys, like this company, when you check the settings, the about phone settings, guys, they have the same information that's outside here, you know, and those settings can be altered, guys. They can be altered by these companies, you know. So be aware of that, guys. You know, they can be falsified. So in order to know the real specifications of your phone, you have to do a little more research, you know, put in some little more effort, you know. Go ahead and use those, you know, those apps I just mentioned to you. So I don't know what else I should be talking about. I basically believe that I've exhausted what I wanted to say in this video, you know. Yeah, so finally, okay, my advice, you know, like I said, do your research. Don't buy these new brands, guys. Don't rush into buying a new brand. Maybe just because you want to stand out. Maybe you don't want people to, you know, you don't want to own these common phones. Guys, know that these common phones have been tried and tested by several users. And that's why, in fact, I prefer you just go for a common brand. Go for a brand like Samsung or maybe Tecno, Infinix, Huawei, you know. The brands that people have used, people have done reviews on, you know. Brands that don't lie about their specifications, guys. You know, this is so misleading. And the thing with this company is that they price their devices at slightly lower prices than the phones with genuine specifications. So when you see this, like this one, I bought it at 9,500 shillings. That's like $95. And, you know, I thought it was a bargain, you know, compared to other brands like Infinix, Tecno. I was like, hey, this phone is cheap. Let me go for it. Only to realize that cheap is expensive, guys. Like they say, cheap is expensive. So beware. Do not want to stand out, especially in this technology market, because you could be like the guinea pig, guys. You could be the guinea pig. You know, any bugs, you know. Even these more famous brands, they have had their phones recalled, you know. The very, very fast batch of, maybe they are releasing a new model. Sometimes they recall those models. So for the people that rush to buy them, you know, you are like the guinea pig, you know. So yeah, basically I believe you guys are smart, so I know you understand what I'm talking about. Yeah. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I recommend that you share it, especially with somebody that plans to buy phones from this, any phone from this company, this HOTWAV company. Just know, guys, that they are about to regret their purchase. It's a waste of money, basically. A phone that you can't use for more than 1 year. This, you know, this one is like a brick, you know. After this video, you should probably crash it, or maybe try disassembling it and see how it works and such thing, blah blah blah, you know. So you know, I almost gave up on Chinese phones, guys, but I believe that there are some Chinese brands that go manufacturers that manufacture very good brands, you know, phones that work very well. Like for example, the OnePlus, we have Huawei, we have Infinix, Tecno brands, and say, oh, and another one, Xiaomi. Actually, I'm recording this video with a Xiaomi device, you know, very good phone, no regrets about it. Been using it for like a month. Yeah, basically, guys, thanks for watching. If you have any suggestions, comments, please comment below, like, share, so that this video can go out there, so that we can put this company right here out of business, guys. This is actually a scam, a quack company, guys. Yeah, thank you for watching.